faced outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will corrupt our people, destroy our traditions.
Our entire society faces destruction if we don't. We need trade. We need the rest of the world.
The reason Solus Keep has stood for so long is because we've stood alone. Do not question our ways, Kostya.
I understand, Mihala. But Solus Keep is dying. Surely it wouldn't hurt to consider a different route.
We will talk about this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Steel Garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
You've already destroyed one historical edifice. We heard of what you did to the ruins in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, It sounds like you have something in mind.
There is no dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been. No. The soul of Nandru protects this place, protects his wardens. No curse may touch us here.
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fior, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it. But I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Aedyran could have anything in common with Nandru.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and he's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The wardens exist to stand in your way.
I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the steel garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against two.
Still lingering, Aedyr? Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Aedyr. No matter. I've dealt with this before and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
Envoy, I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, no, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradise could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but imposed on us by her. And Nandru, and our long traditions. Tradition is a tricky thing to end, Envoy. People become attached, don't they, to the old ways of doing things? Even when those old ways are killing them. I have tried to broach the topic of trade with her many times, as have my predecessors with her predecessors, and clearly we have gotten nowhere. Outside influence. The call of the wider world. She doesn't voice it, but she fears that if our wardens know the comforts of the lands beyond our borders, they will want to leave the tusks.
She's right. There's a whole world out there free from all the Saka and misery of Solace.
I would rather abandon every tradition and forget who we are than watch my people suffer needlessly for pride. And without them, we are not wardens. Let the wardens die then, if my people might survive. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the steel garrote. She does not care about how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the steel garrote who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Aedyr and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. She already knows what I intend. And she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the Council's still going at it. You know how Mihala is.
Well, Saka, fine. Come find me when they're free. Won't be able to do anything until I talk to Mihala.
Of course, Captain. And, good luck.
So you're the outsiders my guards let you to the keep. Saka. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmi. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. Ha! You're an outsider. And outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep. You lot are the only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this. You're telling me? None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Wish I knew. Mina's been distraught ever since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
We should lend a hand. Maybe earn a little trust with the locals.
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru, he skirted the rules. Has some project out there, at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zaribs, killed in a lava flow. I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, all right? Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him. Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Aedyr.
Sometimes people just leave. He's probably drunk somewhere feeling bad about it.
That's it. I'm cutting you off, Mina. You're talking nonsense.
That sucker, and you know it. You're too scared of Mihala to even think otherwise.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
An outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for, poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
What do you think? Fresh? Call this fresh? Idiots.
My gods, they're killing us! Outlander! My gods, help me! We're being slaughtered! The archives! Please, gods! My brothers! My fellow monks! They changed into monsters before my eyes. They're tearing everything apart! If the archives burn, our history is lost! Oh my gods, how could this be happening? Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you. Head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Gregor. He'll know what you need to do. Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
Arms up!
Let's fix this.
That it? Take him down.